how big the size is. But let me give you an example. If you purchase an antivirus and you never perform your updates, this is what's going to happen. All new viruses that come out, your antivirus is not going to be able to recognize them. It's going to say, "Oh, that's not a virus," when in actuality it may be a virus. But guess what? You haven't done your updates, so your antivirus can't really tell. Sure, it might be able to find old viruses, but you want to stay protected from the newest types of infections out there. You want to be one step ahead of viruses. So every time you update the antivirus that you have, it's going to make your antivirus smarter for you to find the newest types of infections and be protected against the newest viruses out there. So very important to do. They're usually in the settings. You can list it to auto update every day on its own. It usually does it silently, so that means the window's not going to pop up. As long as you're connected to the internet, it will do it on its own. And you can also set it if you're a busy person and you're a forgetful person. You can set your machine to automatically scan a certain time of the week and remove any viruses found. So you could be doing something else, and it'll be doing it if you schedule it. That's the best way to do it if you can. But if not, if you want to do it manually, that's fine too. As long as you're keeping up to date with the updates and cleaning any infections found. See, these are old viruses that it's quarantine. Quarantine is when it can't remove the virus. It'll pretty much hold it in a safe and cut off all access to it, so they're no longer threats. If we go to settings here, scanner settings, it tells me on there what exactly is scanning, what's enabled on here, and you can list on here exactly the actions for potentially unwanted programs, things that it'll do by default. The scheduler settings, just about every antivirus that's actively running has something similar to this, and as you can tell, update starting on 8/8/2011, 9:45 a.m. and it does an update daily at 9:45 a.m. every single day. So it's something less for me to worry about, and I know that my antivirus is keeping up to date with me and keeping me protected, and that's a good peace of mind to have when you're surfing the internet. You can always add a scan, so we can do a daily scan, a quick scan at 11:54. Wake up computer. See, there's multiple settings on here depending on your liking, but if you schedule a scan and for it to remove infections every so often, that's going to definitely reduce the chances of you even getting infected. Sometimes infections stay on your computer for so long that they just keep getting worse and worse. And another thing I will let you know is that not all viruses will show signs. I've seen a computer that's had about close to 2,000 viruses on the machine. Can't remember what type of infections they were at this time, but if you went on that machine, you would never be able to tell there was viruses. They were just running so silent in the background, beyond the naked eye. You could not tell. It was really fast. It didn't show the signs that I've talked about today, and I scanned his computer and I let him know, and he's like, "Wow, I can't believe that." Well, it's not always. That's the unfortunate thing. These are the most common ways to tell if you have viruses. However, not always will it show signs. So that's why it is important to stay up to date with your antivirus and perform the scans to see if there's anything in the background running that shouldn't be there. And when you pay for a subscription through an antivirus company, essentially what you are doing is you are paying a team, a group of people that are researching the newest types of infections out there, and you're paying them for them to keep you updated and protected against the newest viruses. So take advantage of it. And that is why people that have antiviruses think, hey, I have an antivirus, there's no way I'm going to get infected. And that's where they're wrong. Sometimes they don't do the scans, they don't do updates, so it's almost like the antivirus is useless. So don't be that type of person, and stay tuned for our next upcoming tech video, and thank you for watching. One last thing I will say is we do provide computer virus and spyware removal. We do on-site services, and we also perform a pickup and drop-off for your convenience. And we have very affordable rates at professional services. And the last thing I'm going to tell you, this is a very interesting thought. Sometimes I've seen people where people will actually go to the store to purchase an antivirus once they are already infected. Once it's gotten really bad, instead of them taking it to a professional computer technician, someone that knows what he's doing, they want to save money. They spend 50, maybe 60 bucks on a top of the line antivirus, and guess what? The computer's already so infected that they can't even install the antivirus. So guess what? It's almost like they wasted that money trying to fix it themselves, when it's not always that easy. Sometimes when a computer is so infected and there's so many viruses on there that it's already taken over your system, and as soon as you try installing an antivirus, it's going to say, nope, sorry. You may be able to get the antivirus still on there, but guess what? The purpose of an antivirus is to prevent a virus from getting in your machine in the first place, or reduce the chances. They do have the function of cleaning viruses on the machine, but once a virus is already on there, then you install the antiviruses. Depending how bad and how severe the infection is, sometimes they might not clean the infection. It's already pretty bad, and that's when you have to take it in. So we do specialize in all types of virus removal, computer repairs, and maybe viruses isn't the issue, and you still feel there's no viruses on the computer, but you still feel like the computer's slow. Well, we also offer other solutions such as computer tune-ups, where we can tune up the registry, defragmentation, get rid of any programs that are actively running in the computer that aren't necessary, and pretty much unclog the machine and do a full cleaning of it, because viruses aren't always the cause of a system slowness. Sometimes it's, like I said, a tune-up that you would need on your machine. So we're very professional at when it comes to that, and pinpointing the problem, and you'll be kept up to date the whole time, and we'll let you know exactly what happened with your machine, what was the cause. And that's all I'm gonna say for now. So hopefully you learned something from this video. It's very important information to keep in mind. A lot of people don't know this, and you don't get this in a manual when you buy a computer. So have a great day. Thank you for watching the videos, and stay tuned for our next tech video. Thank you.